Yeah, when my family moved here from Sweden when I was 5, I didn't really understand how bad my parents were with their money. It wasn't until I became a young adult and my dad's misguided investments began to affect me, like when he convinced me into stockpiling for the Great Chocolate Bar Famine of 1992. It was horrible. And when I was younger, I used to take out shut-ins for the occasional walk here and there. And my regular fella, his mind drifted more than his glass eye. And so one day we're out for a walk, and he bends down to stroke a small log which he mistook for a terrier. So I rolled the log on its side so he could scratch his tummy. And my wife sometimes tells me that I'm a little too oversensitive. And it's true. I was making a quiche the other day. And 2 of the eggs slipped out of my hands and crashed to the floor. And I cried for almost a half hour, pleading with the sauteed vegetables not to tell the next eggs about my double murder. So then I decided it was about time to make a list of reasons not to be oversensitive. But by the time I was finished the list, it was so moist, smudged, and unreadable. But then I realized that since that was my 14th rewrite of the list, I was no longer oversensitive, I was anal retentive. So it has been suggested to me that I should learn to be a little more productive with my time. But the trouble is, the only multitasking I can do is humming that opening tune from Pac-Man while peeing in the shower. Yeah, so I'm having another career crisis. I thought I waited long enough this time, but the job counselors insist that there still isn't training available for intergalactic starfighters. I know I did. But however, I did get a temp job down at the League of Justice, doing some odd paperwork for the superheroes. And yeah. And the other day, I was, reimbursing Aquaman for the petty cash. And he says, Fredrik, I'm sick and tired of spending all my time underwater. These wrinkles won't even come out on my fingers anymore. And I said, hey man, let's go see some bands. So he said, sure. So we head out, and he's having a great time. He's flopping around on the dance floor until I had to take him to the hospital to have the splinters taken out of his gills. And yeah, so the other day, I was out back, breaking up large rocks into gravel with my bare hands. When I got to thinking, what is the point of having a Mr. and Ms. Universe contest with absolutely no representation from the rest of the galaxy? Like Blue Gunga from just outside Sector 10. Now that gal could spin an entire solar system on the end of one tentacle. So then, I'm getting sick and tired of this whole Millennium thing. Last year, at the end of December, I buried my Millennium time capsule. But, I found every month I keep digging it up to touch up the painted flames on the side. But I'd like to get back into running. So the other day, I went to the shoe store, and somehow I got sold into these shoes that won't burn up on re-entry into the Earth's atmosphere. I don't need that. But I noticed a bit of chafing when I was jumping off the roof of my shed. So I took them back. Yeah. And life in North America is becoming way too easy. We should at least have to work a little when we go out for dinner. I mean, I order up the combo 5, and yeah, sir, we've just placed your combo 5 inside the pouch of this kangaroo, whose thirst for blood is matched only by his hatred of Scandinavians. Now go get him, sir. Yeah, and then back to the Millennium Time Capsule thing. I'm getting sick and tired of the commander of my Millennium Time Capsule, my Han Solo action figure. That guy is a pain in the ass. He's in there, and he hasn't even touched his granola bar rations. He doesn't even wash himself properly anymore. And he's threatening a mutiny if I don't teach him how to undress Lieutenant Barbie. And that's all I have to share.